Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Success isn't about luck, talent, or being born into the right family. No, no. Success is about mindset. The difference between those who rise and those who fall isn't intelligence, it's attitude. It's not about what you were given, it's about what you do with what you have. There are two kinds of people in this world, two mindsets. One that will keep you stuck, and one that will push you forward. One that will break you, and one that will make you. The fixed mindset says, I can't do this. I wasn't born for this. If it's hard, it's not for me. The growth mindset says, I can learn, I can improve, I can grow. And that right there is the secret. Think about the greatest athletes, the greatest leaders, the greatest artists. Do you think they started at the top? No, they failed, they stumbled, they got knocked down, but they got up again and again. Why? Because they believed in one thing: progress is greater than perfection. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team, but he kept going. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for television. She kept going. Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. He kept going. See, a fixed mindset looks at failure and says, I'm done. A growth mindset looks at failure and says, I'm just getting started. So I ask you, what's your mindset? Do you see obstacles as roadblocks or stepping stones? Do you fear challenges or do you embrace them? Do you stay in your comfort zone or do you push past it? Because the truth is, no one is born successful, no one is born great. Greatness is earned, it's built brick by brick with discipline, resilience, and an unshakable belief that you can learn, you can grow, and you can win. So today, make a choice. Step into the growth mindset, work hard, learn from your failures, and never, never give up. Because success isn't about where you start, it's about where you're willing to go. And if you keep growing, keep learning, and keep pushing, success won't be a possibility. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It is the lens through which you see the world, the filter that determines whether you embrace challenges or shy away from them. A fixed mindset believes that intelligence, talent, and abilities are set in stone. You either have them or you don't. A growth mindset, on the other hand, understands that skills can be developed, intelligence can expand, and success is a result of effort, not destiny. The moment you adopt a growth mindset, you stop seeing limits and start seeing possibilities. You stop asking, can I do this? And start saying, how can I learn to do this? That simple shift changes everything. Think about the way people respond to failure. A person with a fixed mindset sees failure as a reflection of their worth. If they fail a test, they think, I'm just not smart enough. If they lose a game, they assume, I'll never be good at this. This kind of thinking kills ambition before it even has a chance to grow. But a person with a growth mindset sees failure as feedback. To them, failure is not a stop sign, it's a lesson. They think, I didn't do well this time, but what can I do differently next time? Instead of quitting, they adjust. Instead of giving up, they push forward. That's the difference between those who stay stuck and those who rise. The way you see yourself today is shaping your future. If you believe that your abilities are limited, you will never try to push beyond them. If you believe that your potential is unlimited, you will constantly seek improvement. The mind is powerful, more powerful than talent, background, or circumstances. It can be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. The question is, which mindset will you choose? Many people spend their entire lives chasing perfection, afraid to take action unless they can do something flawlessly. But perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. Those with a fixed mindset believe that if they can't do something perfectly right away, they shouldn't do it at all. They hesitate, overthink, and often talk themselves out of even trying. Meanwhile, those with a growth mindset understand that progress is far more important than perfection. They know that the only way to get better at something is to start, even if it means making mistakes along the way. The obsession with perfection often leads to procrastination and self-doubt. People wait for the perfect time to start their business, the perfect idea to write their book, or the perfect opportunity to chase their dreams. But waiting for perfection is just another form of fear. Those who achieve greatness don't wait until they feel ready. They start where they are with what they have and improve as they go. They understand that small, consistent progress will always beat delayed perfection. The journey of growth is messy, full of trial and error, but that's where the real transformation happens. Think about how a child learns to walk. They don't take their first step perfectly. They stumble, they fall, they get back up, and they try again. No child ever says, "I fell, so I guess walking isn't for me." But somewhere along the way, many adults adopt this perfectionist mindset that keeps them from growing. The truth is, mastery is built on thousands of tiny improvements, not one perfect moment. Every mistake, every failed attempt, and every setback is a necessary part of getting better. A growth mindset welcomes this process, understanding that true success comes from persistence, not perfection. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who get everything right on the first try. They're the ones who refuse to stop improving. They don't fear mistakes because they know mistakes are proof that they're pushing themselves beyond their comfort zone. The greatest athletes, artists, and entrepreneurs didn't start at the top. They started as beginners, willing to be bad at something before they became great at it. When you focus on growth instead of perfection, you free yourself from fear. You take action and you build momentum. Over time, the small improvements add up, and before you know it, you've reached a level of success that perfectionists only dream about.
Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary step toward it. Every great achievement in history has been built on a foundation of setbacks, mistakes, and lessons learned the hard way. But the way you interpret failure determines whether you use it to grow or allow it to break you. A fixed mindset treats failure as a dead end, a sign that one should stop trying because they are simply not good enough. In contrast, a growth mindset sees failure as a stepping stone, a crucial part of the learning process. When you fail, it means you are trying, and when you are trying, you are growing. The only true failure is refusing to try at all.
Think about some of the most successful people in the world. They did not get to where they are because they never failed. They got there because they kept going despite their failures. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He understood that every failure brought him closer to success. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest athletes of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team as he didn't see it as a sign to quit. He saw it as a challenge to work harder. If they had viewed failure as an endpoint, we would not know their names today. Their setbacks weren't defeats, they were lessons, building blocks for future success. Failure also serves as one of life's greatest teachers. When you succeed, you celebrate, but when you fail, you analyze. Failure forces you to reflect, to adjust, and to refine your approach. It teaches resilience, patience, and adaptability, qualities that are far more valuable than any natural talent. The strongest people are not those who never fail, but those who fail, learn, and rise stronger than before. Every mistake, every misstep, and every rejection is a lesson waiting to be understood. The more you embrace failure as part of the process, the more unstoppable you become. The fear of failure is what holds most people back from even starting. They are so afraid of falling short that they never take the first step. But the truth is, failure is not what defines you. Your response to it does. Those with a growth mindset welcome failure because they understand that success is built on perseverance, not perfection. They don't run from it, they use it as fuel. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't that one group avoids failure, it's that one group learns from it and keeps going. Life is full of obstacles, some small, some massive, some that seem impossible to overcome. But the way you view these challenges will determine whether they hold you back or push you forward. A fixed mindset sees obstacles as barriers, as reasons to stop trying, as proof that success just isn't meant to be. A growth mindset, however, sees obstacles as opportunities, chances to learn, to improve, and to become stronger. Every difficulty in life carries a lesson, but only those who are willing to face the challenge will ever receive it. When faced with difficulties, most people have two choices. They can either retreat in fear or rise to the occasion. Those with a fixed mindset often let obstacles define them. They say, "This is too hard," or "I'm not cut out for this," and they quit before they even give themselves a real chance. But those with a growth mindset ask themselves, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this challenge to become better?" They understand that success isn't about avoiding problems. It's about finding ways to overcome them. Every setback is a test of character, and every struggle is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. Some of the greatest success stories in history were born out of obstacles. Oprah Winfrey faced rejection early in her career, but used it as motivation to prove herself. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before she changed the world with Harry Potter. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company only to come back stronger and revolutionize the tech industry. These people didn't succeed despite their obstacles. They succeeded because of them. They didn't see challenges as reasons to quit. They saw them as opportunities to grow. That's the power of a growth mindset. It allows you to turn struggles into stepping stones. Obstacles are not there to stop you, they are there to shape you. Every time you push through a challenge, you gain experience, resilience, and wisdom. The skills you develop by overcoming difficulties prepare you for even bigger opportunities in the future. So the next time you face a setback, don't run from it. Embrace it. Ask yourself, what is this challenge trying to teach me? Because the truth is, the most successful people in the world aren't the ones who had the easiest path. They're the ones who learned to turn obstacles into opportunities. The problem with a fixed mindset is that it makes people believe that if they aren't naturally good at something, they never will be. This kind of thinking leads to excuses. I wasn't born talented. I don't have the right connections. I'm just not lucky. But the truth is, talent and luck only play a small role. What truly separates those who succeed from those who don't is effort. The people who rise to the top are the ones who show up every day, put in the work, and push past their doubts. They know that success is not a gift. It is a result of consistent action, learning, and perseverance. The most important thing to realize is that success is within your control. It doesn't belong to a select few. It belongs to anyone willing to work for it. Those with a growth mindset don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't expect things to be easy, they embrace the struggle. They understand that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards something greater. If you want success, you have to be willing to earn it through hard work, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to growth. At the end of the day, your mindset is the most powerful tool you have. It will either build you up or hold you back. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't intelligence, talent, or luck. It's the way they think, the way they respond to failure, and the way they embrace challenges. So I ask you today, what kind of mindset will you choose? Will you let obstacles stop you, or will you use them to grow? Will you fear failure, or will you learn from it? Will you wait for success to come to you, or will you go out and earn it? The answer is in your hands. You have the power to change, to improve, to achieve things beyond what you ever thought possible. But it starts with a choice. The choice to believe in yourself, to adopt a growth mindset, and to never stop pushing forward. Because when you commit to growth, when you embrace challenges, when you refuse to quit, success isn't just possible, it's inevitable.